Who would you say would be on your Mount Rushmore of comedians?
Chris Rock. Chris Rock has some of my favorite specials. It's tough, bro, because I love them all. I've been Chris Rock. The cliche answers is Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, right? And I wouldn't say Eddie Murphy so much as stand-up comedy. Eddie Murphy is my GOAT for just everything else as for comedy. Like the business aspect, the movies, the putting black people on and stuff like that. So I put them in that different box. When it comes to stand-up comedy, people who are dropping multiple specials.
Yeah.
Chris Rock, Tony Roberts, comics like that.
And this your favorite four?
Not Mount Rushmore, like the greatest of all.
Yeah, but your top four.
Chris Rock, he one of the ghosts though. Chris Rock's, Tony Roberts. I got to put Benji Brown in that, from the voices to the boy creative, man. And like, I'm trying to think of comics that make me, every time I see him, I want to write. It made me want to write. I'm going to say Kevin Hart, because Kevin Hart made me want to do stand-up.
Okay. Was there a particular special that you saw from Kevin
Grown
Hart?
little man. He was saying stuff that I had thought of before I had ever done stand-up. And this was like the first comic where I was just like, oh no, I relate. This nigga really saying stuff that I thought of. Like the battle rap, the joke that made me was like, I can do stand-up. He was talking about how the battle rappers be. And I'm just like, bro, this nigga's a genius, right? And that made me want to do stand-up.
Okay.
And then he just went on that run. So I would say those four.
Who would you say is number one, Kevin Hart or Katt Williams? Stand-up wise.
Katt Williams. Just based off material and all the ins and outs that go with writing a joke, setting it up, content, punchline, all that stuff like that.
Okay.
And Katt Williams.
What about Katt Williams or Dave Chappelle?
You gotta go Dave Chappelle. I think I'm going Dave Chappelle because of GOAT longevity too. But then these last couple of specials that he's done, if I'm just comparing those, that gives Dave Chappelle the edge.
Yeah, I like Dave Chappelle. It's funny, but it also
Has
like kind of like how Richard Pryor used to be
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in the day. Like this joke means more for the culture, not
Yeah.
just making people laugh.
I think like the way it is, it's like, who's gonna make you laugh more? Katt Williams.
For sure.
If you watch Katt Williams, you're gonna laugh more at a Katt Williams special than a Dave Chappelle. You're gonna laugh more at a Mike Epps special than Dave Chappelle.
Mike Epps, funny.
When you start getting to the technicalities of writing a joke, premises, the build up, setting something up, a callback and stuff like that, you gotta go with Dave Chappelle for the how systematic and technical he is with the jokes.
Yeah.
So all that stuff factors into the audience, but when you go to more relatable, it's gonna be Katt Williams.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of meeting celebrities, who was the first big celebrity that you had the chance to work backstage with or meet? And what was that experience like?
The first big celebrity, probably when I first got into the improv, the first person I opened up for was John Hinton from Living Single, Overton. I opened up for him. I did a guest set. That was my audition for the improv. Then I worked with Bruce.
Was there, like, when you met Bruce, was there anything that surprised you about him?
He was just cool as shit. He trolled me. He was like, hey, man, come back here. So this is my first time opening up for a big name that I grew up on. So he like, all right, when you go off stage, this is what I want you to do. These are jokes I want you to do. I want you to do whatever the fuck you want to do, man. Have fun. I was back there nervous, like, oh, they told me, don't meet people you look up to. Because most comics be like, I don't want you to do this joke. I don't want you to talk about this. I'm going to talk about this. So Bruce was cool. Tony Roberts was like my favorite comedian. And when I met him and worked with him, that was another moment where I was like, I'm funny. I still got the video on my phone. I met him on Twitter because I was a fan. He didn't know he was famous. Twitter had first came out. He responded to me. I'm like, we watch yo stand up all day. I'm telling my homegirl, Chris, look who followed me on Twitter, Tony Roberts. A couple years later, I see him perform at the Improv. I meet him. I'm like, what's up, man? BTidy, man, from Twitter. Oh, that's my funny dude. I'm like, I'm a comedian too. He like, what? I'm like, yeah. Then we got cool off of that. Then he came back when Kevin Hart was at the Q, and he was trying to get people to come because he was performing. So he was like, hey, B, can you share my thing? I was like, I can really get people to come if I'm on the show with you.
Yeah.
They come see me. He like, all right, bet, come on. Now I work with him. Then he like, bro, you funny as shit. I was like, say that one more time, bruh. So like those are moments where like I kind of knew like Tony Roberts, the big name, but I didn't see them all. Benji Brown.
I came to that Benji show. I think me and my wife came to see.
Yep, Benji Brown. I didn't work with Just Hilarious once. Damon Williams. I worked with Ali Siddiq. I saw Ali Siddiq do 3 different hour sets.
He a dog too. I seen him on Facebook.
The whole weekend.
When it comes to being a comedian, where do you draw the line is this is funny versus they took it too far?
In comedy, if it's funny, it's never too far.
Okay.
See, the thing with some comedians is some just not funny, but they rely on shock value. Some comedians get off on, I can't believe you said that. Mm-hmm. And in their mind, they're telling themselves that's funny, right? Like, I saw a dude was doing a joke, and the lady was bald. And he was talking about her bald head on stage. He's like, why you get that haircut? She was like, I have cancer.
Yeah.
He don't know where to go now. He trying to commit now. Instead of being like, oh, my bad, I didn't know that. He trying to commit. But because the jokes is not funny afterward, now it's awkward.
Yeah.
And that's where you draw the line at. Like, if you can make it funny, you can say anything.
Okay.
But you make it funny, make it tasteful. Don't ever do it to hurt. But a lot of people just want to go for that shock value of, I said the most fucked up shit ever. And I don't even care if it's not a punchline to it. So it's just like, that's the fine line. Like, Dave Chappelle do a good job at that. He makes it funny. So you really have to be miserable to be like, why would you say that? Because it was brilliant how he put it together. Like, he did a school shooting joke, right? We ain't supposed to laugh at that, right?
No.
But the way he put it together, he's like, you know when y'all do those school shooting drills? You know the school shooter is in the drill. It's like, could you guys tell me where we go when this, where the exit is? The dude that's gonna shoot up the school in the back, like, could you go over the exit plan one more time? That's funny. Is it a joke you shouldn't be joking about? Yeah. But because it's funny, it's okay. Because we all think that. A lot of people miss that part. It gotta be funny. So it's just stuff like that, man.